This is a technique where you're going to first figure out the right amount of time for your print using a test strip. Then we expose the paper to the amount of time that's needed. Then after that, we're going to put our photo in a tray and use an eyedropper technique to fill up some developer in there and then spray it down onto the print. We'll let it sit on there for a little while to make the image appear, and then we'll quickly wash off the developer so that way we get this splattered effect on how the print looks. Alright, for this technique we're going to be using developer in a kind of interesting way. I've already exposed this paper to light for a print. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this developer and I'm just going to start to spray it on down in different drips to make the image to begin to appear in those areas. I'm using an eyedropper, just kind of spraying the developer. Kind of be careful not to have this go anywhere we don't want it. But we're just going to have kind of a splattered approach to the print rather than having it show up, the image show up everywhere. So I'm going to have some brushes that are in here, and you can use that to paint the developer down. Or you can use the eyedropper. But in this approach, we're just going to have an alternative approach to how we develop the picture based on having it look a little bit different like this. All right, so I got this in a tray by itself. The picture's looking pretty good. So now I want to quickly stop the process of developing, but I don't want I like the drips the way that they are. So I'm gonna bring this over to the sink real quick. And I'm just gonna flood this with water, making sure the developer just kind of gets diluted really quickly. All right. Pour that water down, and then we got to get this into our next step. So get this back in the stop bath. So I'll take that, put it in the stop bath, and then we can develop it as normal. So this is a way just to kind of do a different kind of approach for how the photo is going to look based on how we do the chemical process on our print.